Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pinches it off him.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese... Shot a goal! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was... Big chance!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Dixon. Thuram is onto it in a flash. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal. Out towards the flank. Quarter of an hour played. Still goalless. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. Pull it. Maldini. Played back to the goalkeeper. Gives it back. Dixon. And it's Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rodri. Kagawa. To Bergamy. Pressing high and with purpose. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rodri. Kagawa. Nice control. He's got away. It's out for a goal kick. Seedorf turns back here, probably the best option. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Azar. David Villa. Pedri. Nicely spread. It's a goal kick. Pedri. Looking to play him in. And he's searching. David Villa!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now, can they get it back? Kagawa, distributed tidily. Nicely weighted ball. David Villa receives it, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Played into the box. Gullit attempts a clearance. And he's there to clear it. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Hazard with the delivery. Rijkaard getting this one clear.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar goes on a charge down the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pickford claims it. Safe hands. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Villa. And he's gone looking for safety. Pressure coming in from all directions. Spread out to the left. Hazard. And that is expertly dealt with. Dixon. Rijkaard. And it's Kimmich. Now Seedorf. Rijkaard. Thuram touches it back. And he's forced to go back. Nice looking ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And Seedorf! Hazard. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Thuram. Fired deep towards the back post.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Bergomi. And still we await the first breakthrough. And it's Bergomi. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gullit receives it in a wide position. Kagawa. It's Pedri. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. Now he's off and running. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Kimmich. Kagawa. Van Dijk. And it's Pedri. David Villa is onto this. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Turn. Number 90, Lukaku.
Hazard.
Number 11,
Rodri.
Neymar.
That's a good ball out wide.
Number 2,
Yamal.
Dixon. Number 10,
Aimed in towards the centre.
coming on the field.
And he's there to clear it.
Number 9,
That's a lovely pass.
Number 13,
Yamal climbs up big.
Number 18,
McTominay attempts a clearance.
Number 15,
Mitoma looking to be a menace in the final third. Looking for options for movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Look at the space here. Kagawa. Yamal. Now it's Villa. Kagawa. That has been slung wide. Oh, right place, right time. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
substitution.
And that's a poor penalty.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Over to the left. Tries to play it through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
This is it then, now or never. Rummenigge, Hullet, and he's been shifted off it. And it's Pedri. De Bruyne. Now Costa Curta.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rodri. And it's Bergomi. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. Pedri! Now, who's going to be... Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Batistuta.
That's good play from him.
Shot could be on. Pedri! Oh, a very decent attempt. Now that looks a decent ball.
Oh, really well played.
Tries a measured ball. And the ball is out of play.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Maldini. And Dixon. Rijkaard. Dixon. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Seedorf. To Maldini. That is good strength. Knocks it into space. And now the breakaway. And it's Conte. Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Hoisted it. He gets big. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Kimmich. Seedorf. And it's Kimmich. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And here's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. And this is Lukaku. And here's Hullet. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pedri! And he has kept it out somehow!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries to get it clear. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. He's got tall! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Seedorf. And here's Lukaku. Costa Curta with the clearance. Out towards the flank. McTominay, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hernandez. Pedri. And it's Schneider. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's managed to get free. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kimmich plays it short. Can he finish? Batistuta gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Schneider goes looking wide. Lukaku. Now, can they get him away? Short changes him with that pass. Schneider. It's Pedri. Schneider. And it's Hernandez. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Knocks it out wide. Gnabry. In comes the corner. And that should get the job done. Pedri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the through ball. And he cuts out the supply. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And he's intervened well there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's gone direct here. Rijkaard. Thuram chasing after it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. Neymar picks it up out wide. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Kimmich with the short one. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Out again for a throw-in. He is through here. He's under a lot of pressure there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Ronaldinho. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pedri. Forwards and with intent. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Jeff, Chiba really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
And it's Maldini. It's a pretty loose pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Looking for the run. It's gone out for a throw-in. Madrid have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Mbappe getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cannavaro.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
It's Pedri. De Bruyne. Costa Curta. Over to the left. It's a good run down the right. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Nicely shaped cross. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Batistuta. In with the challenge. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Jeff, Chiba certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Hazard. Hit into the middle. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Lukaku might just make this. And it's Neymar. Knocks it out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Thuram.
Shunsuke Nakamura will have a key role, Peter, here with his touch and his vision. He'll be happy to provide the creative input by finding that telling pass.
And beyond that, of course, his abilities as a dead ball specialist, which are the stuff of legend.
Yeah, well, I think there's footage online of him knocking ornaments off wedding cakes and hitting a target that's inside a moving bus.
McTominay. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball over the top. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Seedorf. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. Hullet stood his ground strongly. Hangs in across. They've won a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Kimmich goes short. Seedorf.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No goals as yet. Kimmich can see things others simply cannot. And here's Thuram. Kimmich. Seedorf. It's Kimmich. Great chance! Brzezinski. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. The ball has bounced loose now. Thuram is herring after that one. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Now the ball's gone astray. Makalele is the guilty party there. Decent hit from there. Inter Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And it's Nakamura. Mbappe! Thuram dominates aerially so often. Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Nakamura. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that pass just didn't quite work.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lukaku picks it up out wide. Seedorf's delivery. Oh, that was vital. Nakamura. Now, what about a counter-attack? McTominay wins the duel this time. Rijkaard. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Mbappe. That has been cut short. And the counter is on. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Jeff, Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And it's Hullet. Hullet and Hullet! Caceres can get it clear. Makalele. Well, that has not gone well. And it's gone back to the keeper. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar. And here's Lukaku. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Picked out brilliantly. Brzezinski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Now it's Lukaku. Pinches it off him. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Mbappe, in with the challenge. Pullet did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Neymar. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Brzezinski. Gabriel. Messi receives it in a wide position. Can he get onto this? And he's there to clear it. He's in a great position here. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Caceres. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Thuram chasing after it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Caceres gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. That's just playing it safe and simple.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Throw in. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He is just caressing the ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, no joy this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Gordon getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Searching pass he's played there. Haaland! Goal! Finally the breakthrough.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager...
Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Alexander-Arnold.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. No, that's been intercepted. Gabriel. So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well measured. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Kaká.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's a mighty effort! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball, but he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Is there any support? He might not need it. Nagatomo. Oh, smashing header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's superb. Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Lovely feet. Looking to play him in. No goals as yet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thuram. Bullet. Kashiwa Reysol were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And they've got rid. Bellingham. And Nagatomo. Saliba. And it's Drogba. Calafiori. And this is Xavi Alonso. Big header! And again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No, poor contact. Nothing on the shot.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, super ball. Chance! And he was quick to react. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Thuram. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's been cut out, well played. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Drogba. Kaká. Now it's Drogba. Oh, good take in a good area. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And the counter is on. Can he get on the end of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. Now, can he find a finish? Bayer claims it. Safe hands. Yamal. Now Kaká. Yamal. Bellingham. Calafiori. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. He's gone down, but... And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder...
Shapes to shoot! Can he get it through? Nicely worked. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's bustling, and the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Calafiori. Olise. McTominay kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out to the left flank. And he's gone looking for safety. Driving on and making good progress. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Drogba. And it's Nagatomo. Who crossed it up he goes! Yes! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Kashiwa Reysol penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
It's just beyond his reach. And here's Seedorf. Seedorf. And it's played into the middle. That is a brilliant interception.
Jeff Chiba really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front... Takes a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Olise plays it short. Kaká puts a cross in.
Well played and well cleared.
In once more. And it's hoisted clear. Nice bit of skill, and he's... Olise!
Olise really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Jeff Chiba are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Seedorf. Now it's Thuram. And here's Hullet. Hullet proves just a little bit too strong. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Saliba. Calafiori. Calafiori going full tilt down the left. And it's Bellingham. And Bastoni. Calafiori. 75 minutes played. Olise. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's crossed into... He rises! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitution on the field.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Kashiwa Reysol couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Out to the left it goes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bellingham. Look at the space here. Kaká. And a chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Kaká has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And now they can clear their lines. Calafiori ploughing through the middle. That's good running with the ball. Olise, Drogba, there's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rummenigge, Hoeneß is onto this. He is just caressing the ball. And it's played in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
3 minutes at a time.
And the number on the board is 3. Rummenigge. Kaka. And it's Rodri. With Toma. Lovely pass, but can he... Real chance! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Kashiwa Resol making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart.
And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, how will we look back on that?